Today we have a 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. We'll be replacing the rear brake pads, so let's get a number 22, remove the rear wheel. Okay, so with the wheel removed, we expose the brake pad caliper here. We're gonna go ahead back here and pull out these little caps to expose the pins for the caliper, as well as take this off here. And with the number 10, I'm gonna break this, and with a small pry tool, since this is like pretty much all the way bare, I won't be able to fit my caliper tool in there. I'm going to use a little pry tool, stick it underneath the brake pad right there, and just pry it forward to basically reset the piston in here. So let's break this and reset this piston. So with my number 10, I broke the bleeder valve, and I have just a bottle here to catch the fluid. And bring my pry tool here and just pull forward. As you can see, it's moving forward. All the fluid is going in that bottle. Just go all the way, and then that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and close that up. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out too. Just put my pry tool here and pop it off. Well, looks like I need both my hands so I can hold this in, but you get the idea. Just go outward and let it pop out. All right, so this is removed. This has been reset with the number 7 Allen. I'm gonna use a stubby because of the lower control arm here. We're gonna go into here and basically remove the caliper now. All right, so pretty much it's free. We're also gonna go ahead and take these out one by one, the top and the bottom one, grease these up before we put them back in when we reinstall. So just a little FYI there. Just shove it back in there for now. But now we remove it. Let's just pop this brake pad off. Just go ahead and let that one drop out, as you can see. Normally something like this, I would recommend either resurfacing or replacing the rotor, but the customer opted out of that. So let's go ahead and just get these brake pads out. So all you gotta do, pop it out like so, pop in the new one, put the new brake pad in, and don't forget to grease these. All right, so those are reinstalled. Let's just go ahead and pop these covers back on. And pretty much now all we gotta do is put the little shim back on, the rattle thing. So this here, pretty much just line it up like so. Line it up to where pretty much, all this sits, and then just push downward, which surprisingly I almost got it with one hand, but you guys get the gist there. Just kind of make sure both these ends line up properly, and just kind of bring it in, and there it goes. So if y'all are wondering also if prying this is any damage, not too much as long as the bleeder valve is open, or actually it doesn't at all as long as the bleeder is open, because you were using minimal force. So pretty much that's it, and we are done. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, more videos coming.